This theme will never get old. In fact, the first few seconds of this video are going to be us listening to it. What is up, YouTube? I am your friendly neighborhood Endman64, and I'm bringing you the next episode of Pokemon Black Redemption. In the last episode, we found out about the roaming Pokemon Tornadus and caught the legendary Swords of Justice known as Virizion or Virizion and Cobalion. Now, with them taken care of, I say it's high time we go take on the Pokemon League. We see what Pokemon this route has in store for us. Primarily, it looks like we're gonna get some Herdiers around here, but that's to be expected. Herdiers are always to be expected in this region. All right, this is Foongus instead of it being a much higher leveled one. It's just a regular Foongus. We've had both of them, so... Ooh, hello. Rustling grass. And we have a Stoutland! A wild one at that, too. Very rarely found in rustling grass. Nothing wrong with finding one of these. At least in my eyes, there's not. I came very close to using a Stoutland in this Let's Play. The only reason I chose not to was because, well, I don't know if I'm going to be playing Black 2 and White 2. And one of the reasons for that is I actually want to use a Stoutland in that game if I can. Otherwise, like I said, it's a pretty decent normal type. And with Intimidate for a good ability, it's definitely a good Pokemon. Unfortunately, I seem to have a problem catching this one. And I don't want to have to Thunder Wave everything in order to catch it. This is not Pokemon XD, Stoutland. You are not that important a Pokemon. I'm just catching you for catching's sake. Retaliate is such a weird move for wild Pokemon to have. I don't know. Especially when we've had the TM for it since Nacrene City. Wow, okay. Okay, fine. You jerk. You have almost no health, but sure. Sure. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That is a good Stoutland. Getting caught. Not my favorite dog Pokemon. That would be my homeboy Arcanine, but I digress. Give a nickname to you? No, thank you. Like I said, I have no idea if I am going to play Black 2 and White 2, or if I'm going to just do Coliseum and XD and then jump to X and Y. I have not decided yet. And that's another Foongus. Adorable. Excuse me, I've already caught you, so there's no reason for me to. There's a full heal, so that'll work. Alright, Visenya. Let's see how much you've gained in terms of your experience since we left you after the fight. Alright, first up is Scrafty, the evolved form of Scraggy that I've spoiled about 3 dozen times. Scrafty is a very defensive fighting type. There is little more to say than that. It's It's very formidable. Especially if its high jump kick hits. Which we all remember from my Let's Play. My own Scrafty had a hard time getting its high jump kicks to hit. Alright, Mienfoo. Alright, let's give that to Skylar. Mostly because I see no reason to just let Visenya hog all the experience around here. Especially since we've still got the Elite Four coming up. And in case you haven't noticed, I taught Skylar Shadow Ball in place of Flash Cannon. Not because I don't think Flash Cannon's a good move, it's just that the Elite Four is either not particularly well affected by Steel types, or in the case of one Elite Four member in particular, resists fighting, so might be hard-pressed for us to actually find a use for one. Sawk? Not a bad Pokemon to find over here, but I spent the way too much time trying to catch one outside of Nacrene City. Almost tempted to use one too, but I chose Visenya instead because, well, you know me and my love of dragons. Alright, so let's see. Any hidden items? There you go, a Max Potion! The most useless item that's ever existed. Because a full restore does the exact same thing and heals you. Hello, trainer. I survived a lot of fierce battles with my Pokemon. Now, just because we are at the end of, essentially, this part of the Unova region, do not assume that means we are done seeing new Pokemon, because in this area in particular, we are going to find quite a few Pokemon. And these Pokemon in particular might intrigue you to add, potentially, as a 6th member of your team. They don't just include Pokemon like Fracture or Excadrill, both of which are available over here. Shit, who am I going to use? You'd think that after I caught one, I'd know how to beat them, but honestly, it's either Visenya or Hunter for me with this one, and you know what, screw it, let's just go with Hunter. Get Hunter up, leveled up faster, and maybe we'll see something. Alright, how about Steamroller first, before we do Poison Jab? Oh wow, that did a ton of damage. And it made you flinch, so that's even better. Alright. Good job, Hunter. Next up is a Selgor. A Selgor, sorry. Skylar. A Selgor is the evolved form of Shelmet that I mentioned. I don't believe we've seen it yet. It is literally a Glass Cannon Sweeper. If you are faster than it, you will take it out, essentially. But if it's faster than you, it'll get a couple of cheap shots in, or it'll get a killing stroke in. In that case, it could not really stand a chance against Skylar, but hey, I am a girl who's into weird shit like that. Okay, so we can't just go down right there to surf. Just yet, at least. At least I don't even think we can go down there as far as I know. You're the best around here. Alright, I expect a well-fought battle, Carla. And you have a Maractus. My opinion of you just keeps getting lower and lower. Alright. Visenya, do what you do best. And down you go. Good job. Alright, Cryogonal. Ooh, I have nothing that can take you out. Zeus is my best bet. Because I just realized I got rid of... No, I think Zeus still knows Flash Cannon. He should, at least. I don't think I got rid of it on him. No, I did! I taught him acrobatics. Shit. Alright. I guess we're just gonna crunch away. Let him hit me with a priority move. I figured this thing would be faster than me anyway. But whatever. Alright. Zap this thing out of... Oh, shit! Hyper Beam. Wow, that didn't do a lot of damage. That's not a lot of damage. Alright, Alomomola. You can stay out there, Zeus. Especially since you have the Macho Brace. You should be getting some decent experience from this. And it's gonna use Dive. Because of course. Why teach a useless Pokemon anything but useless moves? Like, literally, Dive hasn't been important since friggin' Gen 3. And granted, it's important in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but not by much. Alright, Hunter to level 48. Stats really are starting to remind me of Scar. My Drapion. Excuse me? Excuse me! Let's try that again. Don't you do that again, controller. So we can't get up there just yet. We're gonna have to try to find another way around. Hunter, you are level 48. You're gonna be training with the XP share later. For now, let's give it to Tsunami. Granted, I think Tsunami's about to get some experience from a battle coming up, but either way. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I tell you to give it one thing, you go and give it something else. Alright. Let's go. Stop! Oh boy, you people. My so-called friends. Drayden and Professor Juniper told me. You're heading for the Pokemon League, right? Since it's Alder, since it's the champion, I think it will be alright. Worst case scenario, you'll be battling Team Plasma's boss N. I need to know if you can handle it. Alright, one final showdown with Sharon, who seems to think that we can't handle it even though we've throttled his ass several times. But I'm game for competition, no matter what the odds are. His Unpheasant, level 43, against my Visenya. Yeah, you don't have a snowball's chance in Hades. Even if Dragon Claw doesn't kill you, which I would be stunned if it didn't. And wow! Holy shit! Visenya! What the hell? Come on! Come on, Visenya! Pick up the pace! I want you to sweep through this team now! Understood? That was kinda insulting! This is an Unpheasant! This isn't like a friggin' Fortress! Alright, Emboar. Alright, Tsunami. We've neglected you as well, and I feel bad for that. The Pig versus the Toad. Pig versus Toad, my favorite Smash fight. And there we go, lower the speed. Assurance, really? Of all the moves you could have taught it, you taught it Assurance. What a waste of leftovers. Alright, good riddance. Good job, Tsunami. Level 44. You wanna learn Drain Punch? Yes? Yes, please? Do I need Rock Slide? Or Sludge Bomb? Either way, I have the TMs for both of these. Sludge Bomb could work better against grass, and Rock Slide would only be useful for... Yeah, let's give it a Rock Slide for now. I'm gonna teach Hunter Rock Slide anyway, so... Once I'm sure we don't need Strength anymore to make it through the Elite Four. Alright, Simisage. I think Hunter's got the rest of this. Because his last two Pokemon should be Simisage and, I almost said Delcatty. Liepard should be his last one. Alright, good job, Hunter. Oh, you didn't kill it, okay. There you go. Good riddance. Hell yeah, but that fighting can be really helpful for type coverage. I'm happy you can learn that. I was afraid like I wouldn't get any fighting type TMs to be able to use, because the only ones I have are... What? I think the only ones I have are Focus Blast and Low Sweep. Even then, I don't even think I have Focus Blast. In fact, we'll take a look right here once now that the fight is done. Thank you. You really are great. Shit ton of money for winning. Yep, you are something else, and I mean that sincerely. Right, now I have to make your Pokemon healthy. Well, thank you. Thank you, White Mage. Right now, there's no way I can compete with you, Julia. If there's anything I can do to help with the battle within, just say so. Julia, there's not much I can do to help you, but I want you to have these. Max Revives! Thank you, Bianca. Still, it's kind of funny. Everyone's so different. Funny? At a time like this? Come on, Sharon, could you smile just for once? Taking everything so seriously all the time isn't going to change anything. You know, since we've met our Pokemon and walked the same roads together, a lot has happened. We've all changed a lot. We found out that the things we want to do and the things we can do are different for each of us, right? That's what made our journey so worth it. Somehow, all this just makes me happy. So that's what you mean. You're right that we're all different and we should do the things that we can do. There are many truths and ideals as there are people in Pokemon. The most important thing is that we help one another out. That's why people in Pokemon are always by each other's side. That's what I've come to think lately. Julia, if anything happens to you or Alder, I will do everything I can to help you. That's why I have to keep training and getting stronger. Just don't be reckless, okay? He's gone. Julia, me too. I'll do my best to help if I can. So, I wish I could say something, like, totally inspiring, you know? Okay. Best foot forward. Whatever. At this point, just whatever. Oh, hello. Any new Pokemon? Hello! We do have a new Pokemon. That is Vullaby. Vullaby, like Dino, is one of those really insulting ones when it comes to, like... When it's, like, in terms of leveling up at a really ridiculously high level. Yeah, Vullaby is one of them. And not even that, it's one of two flying types you can catch around here. The other one is a white exclusive, being Rufflet, which I don't think we're gonna see, obviously, because we're playing black version. I am gonna try to catch you though, so Dragon Claw and Thunder Wave should be it. In terms of how it acts as a Pokemon, Vullaby is... It's weird. It's a very defensive tank, flying type. Wait, no. No, Dragon Claw is right. I don't have anything else for you to use. I'm afraid you're gonna kill it with whatever you have, Hunter. Sorry, Zeus. Oh, there you go. Alright, and Defog made my evasiveness fall. Okay, fine. When it fully evolves into Mandibuzz, it is a very defensive Pokemon, which is weird. It's sort of like one of those Pokemon that if you want it to take a couple of hits, that's what I'd use it for, but outside of that, I just don't really see a lot of use for it. And if you think I'm going to be much nicer to the white equivalent in Rufflet, we'll wait till we see one of those Rufflets, which isn't coming anytime soon, I can assure you. Volibeye. Visenya, you know what to do. Show no mercy. Alright. Up and at 'em. Hello, what have we here? Ooh! A Foongus. No, an Amoonguss! Okay! Well, Amoonguss is Foongus's evolved form. It is sort of like Vileplume, except even slower, if that's any help to you. If you're a veteran of the Pokemon franchise. It's very slow, but it's defensive and it hits really hard with grass-type attacks. If you wanted one, but you didn't want to catch a Foongus, or Foongus was just too slow for you, you might be good here. You might be able to catch one here. Of all the poison types you can have in the game, while I would personally prefer to use Scolipede, I would say Amoonguss is like right behind it in terms of usability. A bit over Garbodor and Trubbish, if you ask me. And we caught it, so that's good. I did not know we could catch an Amoonguss. I'll take that. That gives us, we have a shit ton of Pokemon. Not for nothing, we have a shit ton of Pokemon that we've caught so far. In fact, once I heal everybody, because I apparently forgot to do that, shame on me. Let me check the Pokedex. I'm gonna see how we're doing. We have seen 118 and we own 83. Oh my god. The only ones we don't have are like the final evolved forms and stuff. Like, we don't have Lilligant, we don't have Crocodile, we don't have Krokorok for that matter, but we don't have Tirtouga's evolved form, we don't have Arcan or its evolved form, even though we have its fossil. We don't have Zorua, but I don't think we can get it. I think that's one of those Pokemon that's like locked behind an event in this game. I know in Black 2 there's an easy way to get one, but this isn't Black 2 or White 2, so who knows? Who knows? And I personally don't know if I'm going to be playing Black 2 and White 2, so I wouldn't really jump in and say, hey, I'm going to play this game, but like I said, I don't know. I would definitely probably have a better time with it since I'd have both Unova Pokemon as well as Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh Pokemon at my disposal. Though, personally, I think they make that game a little too easy with certain Pokemon being made available. Like, the first gym is a normal type gym in that game, if I'm not mistaken. And they give you an easy opportunity to catch a Riolu in that game very early on in the game, so it's like kind of insulting to even consider that as like a viable option for like a challenge for the game. I guess you could say that's where the game series started to switch on difficulties. Because then the second gym is a poison type gym, so you're like, oh, well that's good. Well, that'll be I want to fight you, so yeah. The second gym is a poison type gym, and you're like, oh, well, I'm assuming you could do good against that. I'm like, they don't really give you a psychic type early on, but what they do give you is a Magnemite early on, which, again, is completely immune to poison type attacks, so if you want an easy way to just breeze through that gym, just bring a Magnemite with you. And honestly, if you want, if you ask me, you could raise a Magnemite all the way up to Magneton if you wanted. And Visenya's dead. I am so sorry, sweetie. Skylar, I guess. But no, and then after that, you get more into the regular swing of things when it comes to the Pokemon you can use in those gyms. You go back to Castelia, you go back to Nimbasa, you go back to Driftvale City and all that. But the first two gyms in that game are so easy, it's almost like Let's Go all over again. And a bunch of Herdiers, okay. Zeus and Skylar. I'm not fighting these guys because, well, I have no reason to. I have two Herdiers, and hell, I even caught a Stoutland. Alright, so let's get out of here. Oh, I couldn't get away. Give me a reason why I couldn't get away. Give me a reason why I couldn't get away. Thank you. Give me a reason for that bullshit next time. Oh, no, not a Hyper Potion. I actually meant the Moo Moo Milk, but whatever. I'm running low on Moo Moo Milks. Thankfully, I'm getting thousands of dollars from all these fights. Alright, so you are a Dawnstone. I don't know what evolves with a Dawnstone in this game. I could not for the life of me tell you. The only thing I know is the Duskstone is what you need to evolve, the Duskstone is what I know you need to evolve a Lampent into a Chandelure. But aside from that, I don't know what a Dawnstone would evolve. I know the Shiny Stone evolves one of the Pokemon. I know a Dawnstone evolves... Shiny Stone evolves, Minccino. I know the Sunstone evolves Petalil, I believe, or Whimsic, or Cottony. What does one of them? That much I know. Yeah, Visenya, you beat up that steroid elephant clown. And next up is Boldore. Ah, Tsunami, why not? It's not like this thing's gonna pose much of a threat to you, but still. Let's try out Drain Punch. That is such a good move to teach. I love it. I love it. And I'm not even joking, like, I legitimately do love the fact that I can use Drain Punch with this thing. That is such good type coverage. Alright. You made it this far. Well done. That's an impressive accomplishment. To show the respect I feel for you, I would like to present you with this gift. There's my Duskstone, which I use to evolve Lampent into Chandelure, Misdreavus into Mismagius, or Murkrow into Honchkrow, if you have access to that. TM05 Roar. Note how underwhelmed I am. And I believe... No, we got one more a couple more trainers and one more item to go through. And maybe another Pokemon we can see. Because I know there is one Pokemon in particular that we have not seen yet that is attainable on this route. I might have to do it off screen though. As like a bit of a bonus thing. Because it's a Pokemon worth talking about at least. It's, in my opinion, one of the best options for catching a Pokemon at the end of a game that's ever been introduced. Alright, down goes the Sawsbuck. Good job, Visenya. Alright, Jellicent. Arthur. We haven't seen you much. I don't think we've seen you at all today. And that means everybody's gotten in on the action today, which is good. I like that. Alright, Leaf Blade. And that's a fainted Jellicent. Perfect. And we got lots of money. And a full restore. It's good to get all those. Alright, and we got one last trainer. I've seen a lot of trainers. You seem to have the same aura that I felt from strong trainers. Alright. Veteran Chester. A Beartic. Might be the one thing that could beat you, Visenya. Besides another fellow dragon, but I think you're powering your way past other dragons at this point. But a Beartic, I think, could beat you. And that's why. And you're dead. Alright. Sorry, sweetie. Tsunami. Since I now have a fighting type option, I am considering going back and teaching Flash Cannon to Zeus. I don't know what I would really do with... I'll have to figure it out. Don't worry, I'll figure it out, guys. Alright, Tsunami. Seismitoad. Hey, I have a Seismitoad. But I also have a critical weakness of a Seismitoad. Alright, let's go Giga Drain that asshole. And down you go. And last up is Escavalier. Ooh, I got nothing to take this thing on. My best bet would be Zeus. Or Seismitoad. Oh, sorry, or Tsunami for that matter. X-Scissor should do a pretty decent chunk of damage, and holy shit, that did a lot. And wow, Zeus. We need to beef you up, buddy. Alright. That, I think, takes care of all of the trainers on this route. At least heading into the Pokemon League. So, next time on Pokemon Black Redemption, we go into Victory Road and see just what lies ahead for us. Until then, sayonara.